Norton High School, where we are watching the junior varsity Norton Lancers take on the Ashland Clockers. We just saw the first pitch of the game, fouled back for strike one. On the mound for the Lancers today. That one's a ball outside. Is Alec Rich, number 9, the right-handed sophomore. That one's a bit high and inside. Out of the way is number 2 for the Clockers. Right-hander. The pitch is hit straight up towards the first burst line and ranging over, making the catch, number 24 for the Lancers. Great play there by number 24, Josh. So a nice play, ranging back over his head to the left side for Josh. Here's the first pitch high, ball 1. Number 7, a right-hander for Ashland at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. That one's hit into left center. Being tracked down by the center fielder, cuts it off. And hits the cutoff man, holding Ashland to a single. So with 1 out here in the top of the first inning, Rich goes over to first, holding Ashland at the bag. Looks in now. The pitch. That one's hit again deep into center field, ranging back and able to make the play. Number 11 for the Lancers out in center field. Great track by Adam DeRico, center fielder. Sophomore, number 11. Seen Adam on the varsity squad as well. Some previous games, and here's the pitch. That one's low. This time facing a left-hander from the Clockers. Number 7 taking the lead. That one's fouled straight back. So we have 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike. Men on first. Top of the first. Goes over to first. Back in time, number 7. Bit of a cool day here at the ball field. It's low 50s with a slight wind and the wild pitch. The runner advances down to second base. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Called strike there, right above the knees. Good pitch there by Rich. Runner takes a lead at second. Looks back. That one swung on and missed for strike 3 to end the inning. So nice piece of pitching there by the sophomore Adam Rich to end the top of the first with the score 0-0. Bottom of the first. First at bat for the Norton Lancers. Top of the lineup is the center fielder, Adam DeRico. Made a nice play at the top of the inning. Fouls off the first pitch. Hit a car, but not a window. Again, someone's Monday evening saved by inches. DeRico waits on the pitch. That one's hit into left center. That seems to be getting all the action today. Left fielder makes the play over to first. Nice hit the opposite way there by the sophomore. Brings up the left fielder, Quinn Murphy. Left-handed freshman. I'm just reminding the Lancers that only one player from the dugout allowed outside the fence area at a time. Pitcher looks over to first. Runner takes off. The catcher makes the throw, not in time. Slides in head first safely. So DeRico, a good piece of running, gets himself into scoring position. That's a ball outside. So the count now, 2 balls, no strikes with Quinn Murphy at bat, number 2. DeRico takes the lead at second. The pitch hit down towards third through the gap. Shortstop makes a backhanded play, but not in time over to third. Gets beyond the third baseman, but DeRico holds. So it looks like that'll be scored a single for the left fielder, Murphy. So here with no outs, bottom of the first, we have runners at the corners. Turns away on the inside pitch for a ball. At bat for the Lancers, the third baseman, number 13, Jake Sieber, looking to get the first run of the board across the plate for the Lancers. Takes a good pitch there for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here. Man does advance down to second, though, so both runners now in scoring positions. Seaver at bat. That one's fouled straight back. Just under that one, but on top of it. Lancers' record now is 4 wins, 2 losses on the season. That one's called a strike 3. Crossed the front of the plate at the top of the knees for the called third strike. So that's the first out of the inning. Brings up the bat, number 24. First pitch there is a nice swing but a miss. First strike. Getting some chatter from the Lancer dugout in support of their teammate. That one's a ball low. So evens the count at 1-1. Runners taking a lead at the bags, being held on at third. That one's high and inside. Good eye. So number 24. The couple balls. Waits the pitch. That one's hit into right center, this time towards the gap. Going to be cut off by the left fielder. 1 run across. Second run scores. 2 RBI single by number 24, Josh, the first baseman for the Lancers. Great piece of hitting. So with 1 out here, the Lancers take an early 2-0 lead. Pitcher stares over at first, trying to hold the runner. Goes to the plate. Runner holds. That's a ball 1. So Thomas Tharp, the shortstop at bat for the Lancers. Right-hander, looks out. Runner holds. Pitch fouled straight back towards Norton High School and off the glass facade. But fortunately, Norton put in some high quality windows and the ball bounced right off safely. So Tharp at bat, taking a lead at first. That one's high for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. Norton 2 runs in. Josh L taking the lead. That one's a ball high. So now with 3 balls in the count, Thomas Tharp to move the runner along. Pitcher taking his time on the mound, number 8. Goes towards the plate. That's called strike at the knees. Makes it a full count here with 1 down. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That one's hit into left field. Drops in front of the left fielder and gets behind. So the runners advance, making it over to third is Josh. And getting into second safely, Thomas Tharp, the shortstop. So the sophomore, another great hit. Runners in scoring position, second and third. 2 runs in with 1 out. Up the bat is the pitcher, Alec Rich, a left-hander, looking to help his own cause here. That one's a bit high. Runners stay. Nice play by the catcher to keep that one in play. Rich waits for the pitch. Hit high towards left. Looks like he may be able to get underneath it, and does. Bobbles it, but on the pop out of the glove, he's able to reach back out and snag it. So 2 down now. Bottom of the first. That brings up the second baseman, right-hander Owen Musto. Waits on the pitch. That one's hit towards third. Can't quite get the glove on it. Down to first. Safe. So great hit by Owen Musto, the second baseman, number 5, freshman, with an RBI. So 3-0 here with the Lancers in command. Early on in the outing, at bat, Matt Williams is the DH, number 19, left-hander. Runner goes to third, and he's in safely without a throw. So runners both advance, one down to third base, the other down to second, putting runners both in scoring position. For number 19, Matt Williams, the DH. Both runners taking the lead, not being held, down towards first, gloves it, runs towards the bag for the final out of the inning. So nice play there by the Clockers first baseman for the third out. But the hometown Lancers able to put 3 across the plate and now lead after 1, 3-0. Top of the second inning. Alec Rich back on the mound, number 9. Ready for the first pitch of the inning. That one's fouled straight back by number 13 for the Clockers, a right-hander. So the Lancers up early here, 3-0. All those runs coming in bottom half of the first. Rich delivers the ball high and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one's low. Catcher retrieves the ball, gets it out to Rich on the mound. The pitch. That one's low, stopped by the catcher. So, 3 balls, 1 strike to count. Nobody on. Top of the second. That ball's hit just in the air. Shortstop is back and makes the play for the out. So the first out of the inning is a little pop fly to the shortstop. Thomas Tharp makes the play. Also had a great hit in the bottom of the first. So 1 out here. Brings up number 6 for Ashland, a right-hander. First pitch is fastball high. That one's high. Ball 2 over the head of number 6. Steps out. Back in the box. The pitch. That one's a strike. Right at the numbers. Good pitch there by Alec. That one's a bit high too. So now we're looking at 3 balls. 1 strike in the count. 1 out here in the second. That one's a called strike. Full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Rich trying to claw back after an early deficit. That one's a called strike 3. So caught looking, number 6. Nice recovery on the mound by Alec Rich, down early. 2 balls, no strikes. Comes back to get a full count. And the looking K. Another strike there across the knees. Swung on and missed there by number 3, high strike. No balls, 2 strikes here with 2 outs in the top of the second. Fouled straight back towards the high school. Safely off the brick. That one's a bit off speed. Gets away from Rich on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. That one's bounced towards third. Comes over, makes the play over to first in time to make the out. So third baseman there makes an excellent place. Jake Seaver makes a tough scoop and an even tougher throw over to first, but just in time to get the runner for the 3rd out. So after 1.5, the score, 3 Lancers, 0 Clockers. Bottom of the second inning here. Number 8 with the first pitch. That one's fouled straight up towards the first baseline and out of play. So at bat to lead off the inning here for the Lancers is the catcher, Aiden Gilbert, right-handed sophomore. Waits on the pitch. That one's a ball outside and low. So looking to add some runs to the early 3-0 lead. Catcher trying to get on base. Takes another ball low. Good eye. Pitcher sets. Delivers. Again, fouled straight up, but towards the first baseline. Lands on the grass, away from any spectators. One of the fans able to grab it, return it to the dugout for the Lancers. Catcher gets a piece of that one to stay alive in the at-bat. Nice job there by Gilbert. Coaching at first base today is the assistant manager, Tim White. That one's high. So now we have a count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sophomore at bat. Gilbert able to hold off on that one, earns the walk, so a nice piece of hitting there. Patience pays off, and the Lancers, with no outs, have a runner at first. That brings up the bat the right-hander, number 15, freshman, Sean Clary. Runner goes towards second. The bunt is down safely. Third baseman boots it. And safe at first. Sean Clary also advances the runner down to second. So the catcher advances and is on second base. And we have 2 on with no outs. So that brings back the top of the lineup, and Adam DeRico on safely the first inning. Center fielder takes ball 1. Clary back to the bag at first, not being held. Pitcher stepped off the mound. He looks in. Clary takes the lead. And the pitch. That one's a ball low and outside. Lancers showing some patience at the plate today. DeRico stands in. The dugout in full support. That one's a ball high. Runners do not advance back to the bags. We have 2 balls, no strikes. Sophomore center fielder Adam DeRico at bat. Runners with the lead, not being held at second, nor at first. DeRico steps back into the box, is ready. Pitcher looks in, gets set. Ball low. Ball 4. So we've now had 2 runners walked in the inning. We have bases loaded, first, second, and third. No outs. The left-fielded freshman, Quinn Murphy, waits on the pitch. That one's hit down towards first, out into left field. 1 run scores. Another being sent around third is in safely. So a 2 RBI single by the freshman, Quinn Murphy, pushes the score to 5-0 Lancers. In control of the game right now with no outs, runners on the corners. Not being held at first or third. Jake Seaver, number 13, the third baseman at bat. He's back safely over at third. The pitcher goes. Huge lead there by DeRico, not being held. Still garners the throw from the pitcher. Murphy taking the lead at first. Pitcher sets. Takes off for second. The ball's high. No throw down with the man on third. So in safely is Quinn Murphy. Seaver, third baseman at bat. Father Bill looking on. Ooh, fouled straight back. So on top of that one, but just a bit low is Seaver. Looking to bring around the runners on second and third. Coach White yelling down to Jake. That one's called a strike. The Lancers are managed by John Castro, manager of the 4-2 Lancers. Trying to make it 5-2 here today with the early lead. That one gets behind the catcher. Passed ball. Slides in safely. Adam DeRico for the 6th run of the game. Calls time. Clean off the plate. So to bring you up to speed here, we are 6-0 with 2 outs. Lancers at bat. Man on third. Seaver at bat. That one's low. Able to hold off on the swing. Nice plate discipline there by Jake Seaver. Full count here. Pitcher looks in. Sets. Lead over at third. Seaver fouls another straight back. So nice at bat here. Lancers threatening again with a runner at third here with no outs. Full count. Delivers the pitch. Fouled straight back high towards the high school. Lands safely in the grass. So number 8 gets a new ball. Gets set on the mound, looks in. That one's low, bounces to the plate. The runner at third advances in on the wild pitch. So number 13, smart running play, gets down to third on the pass. Down to second on the pass ball. So heads up play there by Jake Seaver, the third baseman. We are now going to have a conversation on the mound with the score 7-0. The manager's out, talking with the battery mates here. Looks like the pitcher will remain in the game here. Brings up the bat. The first baseman, number 24, right-hander. Takes the lead at second. The pitch, that one's hit towards right field. Looks like it's going to drop in there, and does, in front of the right fielder. Bobbles the ball. Looks like number 13 will be held. So Seaver is held at third, and the first baseman with the double. So the dugout of the Lancers yelling out to their teammate who just got the double. As Thomas Tharp steps up to the plate, hits it softly down to first, makes the play, tags the bag for the out. So Tharp, who had a beautiful RBI hit last inning, sent back to the dugout here, bringing up the pitcher. Number 9, Alec Rich. First pitch. Hit down the first baseline, foul and out of play. Tim White hustling down to grab that. Coaching third base is John Castro, the manager. As Rich takes a ball high and outside, holds the runner at third. Runner being held at third, takes a bit of a lead, looks over, goes towards the plate. Ooh, we're going to have a balk there. So, pitcher had begun his delivery towards home plate. Not sure, but something put a little hitch in the delivery there, resulting in the balk. So the runner from third brought in safely, making the score here 9-0 with the pitcher Alec Rich at the plate. That one's flied up towards third base, ranging over, but out of play. Lands on the grass just to the left of the fence. So that foul ball made it 2 strikes, 1 ball. The pitch. Ball low, gets behind the catcher to the backstop. Ashland manager throws a fresh ball out to the pitcher. Number 8 gets set. That one's hit again, fouled on the first baseline, softly out of play. Rich takes a ball low and outside. So, working his way back from having 2 strikes to a full count here is Alec Rich, the sophomore. Ooh, a swing on a miss on a high strike there by Rich. Good cut, just a bit late for the second out of the bottom half of the second inning here. 6 runs in. Brings up Owen Musto, the second baseman. He was able to bring a run home last inning. Musto is the freshman second baseman for the Lancers. That one's a bit low and inside. Good eye. Scored 9-0 here. Second inning at Norton High School. Lancers JV baseball. That's a swing and a miss there. This game is being brought to you by NortonMediaCenter.org. Jamison Hag on camera today. Ooh, a swing and a miss there again. So the freshman trying to make some contact. Two strikes here. Pitcher looks in. That's a strike three. Tough call, looked a bit low from here, but called third strike, which ends the inning. But after two, the Lancers bring 6 across, 3 in the first for a total of 9 runs. So 9-0 Lancers, 0 Ashland Clockers. Top of the third inning. Alec Rich, first pitch, strike. At bat for the Clockers is the right-hander, number 11. Rich delivers a shot, hit down to third. Over to first in time. Gets his foot on the bag and applies the tag, so only counts for 1. So 1 out here in the top of the third. Brings up for the Ashland Clockers, right-handed bat, number 4. First pitch, strike, fastball. Nice pitch there by the sophomore. That one's hit towards left center, raging back, and just out of reach of the shortstop. So lands in safely there for number 4, single. Brings up the right-hander, number 8 for Ashland. So with 1 out here, we have a runner on first. Fastball called strike. Second pitch hit foul down the first baseline, out of play over the fence. Some solid contact, but a bit early. So the runner being held at first, takes a lead, stays, swung on and hit straight back. Again, testing the quality of the Norton High School windows, which to this point have passed the test. Number 4 with the lead. The pitch is hit out towards center field. Ranging over is DeRico, unable to get there. Number 4 advances down to third base. Looks like he will get in safely standing up. So a nice hit there by the pitcher for the Clockers. Beautiful hit into center field. Runners at the corners now. Brings up another right-hander for the Clockers, number 2. Rich over to first base, not in time, back safely. That one's a ball outside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on the corners with 1 out. He goes down to second. No throw with the runner on third. So second and third here, no outs. I'm sorry, 1 out. That one's high. Gets away from the catcher. And that brings in the first run of the game for the Ashland Clockers on the wild pitch. That makes the score 9-1. Man on third. Called strike. The numbers, runner being held at third, does not advance. Fouled straight back on the fastball there. So with one out, we have a 2-2 count. Alec Rich delivers a pitch. That one's fouled back again towards the high school. This one's on the roof. No fans presently on the roof deck, so no injuries to report. Alec Rich gets set. Off-speed pitch behind number 2 there for ball 4 and down to first. That brings up the bat number 7 for the Ashland Clockers. First and third, the pitch. That's called a strike at the knees. Nice pitch there by Rich. Number 2 being held, advances at first. That pitch is a fastball outside and low. Ball 1. The pitch, that's called a strike. Catcher down to second, not in time, cut off by the second baseman. So we now have 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. Second and third. Hit there over the head of the first baseman towards right field. 1 run is in. The second one's being sent around, will be in safely. So, fights one off the hands there. Does number 7 for the 2 RBI single, which with 1 out makes this a 5-run game. Making some noise here is the visiting Ashland Clockers JV team. Brings up the bat number 19, right-hander. 7 takes the lead, being held on. That one's a called strike at the letters. Pops out of the glove of the catcher and making it down to second base on the drop is number 7. Looks back towards second, goes to the plate. That is a fastball high. That one's low. So Alec Rich trying to gather himself on the mound here. Gets ready and delivers. That one's a bit high for the strike, fastball strike. We now have 3 balls, no strikes in the count. 9-3. Another ball low. So, a 4-pitch walk for the Clockers. Brings up the left-hander, number 19. So runners at first and second. 3 runs in, fastball high there. 1 ball, no strikes. Assistant coach Tim White heads out to the mound to have a chat with Alec Rich. And we'll be right back after a break in the action. So, Rich ready, delivers, foul left towards the cars. We're watching, and it's in the grass safely. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 3rd inning. Alec Rich on the mound. 9-3 game. That one's low. In the dirt there. Runners hold. That one's skied towards left field. The shortstop drifting back. Does not make the play. Drops in there. Heads up play over to first, though, to get the lead runner at third. So the hit towards left. Not able to make the play, but the runner holding at second is gunned down at third base for the out. So first and second here. The pitch fouled off out of play. The first baseline. A nice attempt on the ball there by Josh L. Good hustle. Seems to be okay. So the first strike of the at-bat, a foul ball. Inside. Runners back to the bags. Take the lead. Rich, a little bit high on that one. So looking to get out of the inning without any further damage. That one's called a strike. Nice pitch there by Alec. Swung on, hit straight back off the brick of the high school. Athletic director tosses it back into the dugout, and the pitch here is hit to third. Takes a hop, grabs it though over to first for the out to end the inning. So after 3.5, 2.5, the score 9-3, Lancers. Number 19 at bat for the Lancers here as we begin the bottom of the third. First pitch fouled back. Gotten noticeably cooler here. It's about 5:30, 5:40. Rain is predicted for 6, so we're hoping to beat that. That one's in the dirt for a ball. Got off to a little bit of a late start here due to the visiting team having some bus issues. The pitch hit into center field. That one's going to drop. So a nice hit there into center field. DH on base for the first time this game. Looks like he's going to be held at first, and at bat now is the catcher, Aiden Gilbert. Takes the ball high. Gilbert's a sophomore, number 8. Awaits the pitch. Looks over at first. Steps off the mound. Runner back safely. No throw. Looking back in. That one's high. Gets away from the catcher. And the DH down to second base, standing up. Runner takes the lead. Pitcher looks back. Second baseman holding him on. Goes towards the plate. That's called a strike. Catcher waits on the pitch. Takes a ball high. Aiden Gilbert at bat. Good eye there. Takes a pitch at the numbers, but inside. Turns away for the walk. That brings up number 15, the right fielder, Sean Cleary. Made some noise last inning at the plate. Both the runners take the lead. That one's called a strike. Cleary steps back in, being held at second, not at first of the runners. Pitcher goes towards home. That one's high over the catcher's head. Runners both advance to second and third. (9-3). Second and third, no outs. Ashland versus Norton. Freshman Sean Cleary at bat. Hit foul down the third baseline, out of play. Up against the fence. Left fielder goes over to throw it in. So freshman steps back in with 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one swung on and missed. A high fastball there, just can't turn around quick enough on it. That will bring up number 11, Adam DeRico, the center fielder, sophomore, in the number 1 position in the batting lineup, looking at men on second and third. And the first pitch is swung on and missed with the high strike. Want to remind folks here that for the games that take place at the field, the snack hut is open with all sorts of good treats. That one's high again out of the glove of the catcher, but the runners hold this time. Pitcher boots down to cover the plate, holds the runners. Bill Seaver running the food stand over there with hot items and cold items, snacks, drinks, hot dogs. DeRico swings on that. That's fouled off down the third baseline, and the third baseman trying to make the catch over the head is not able to do so. The runner advances down to down to second base. And the 10th run of the game scores for the Lancers. Starting to see some raindrops here at the field. Cameraman starting to set up the tent to keep things dry. Quinn Murphy at bat, left-hander. Takes a ball high, good eye there. 1 out. freshman left fielder awaits the pitch. Pitcher steps off the mound though. Sends the runners back to the bags. Toes the rubber again, looking in. Runners advance. The pitch in. Foul. Out of play over the visiting dugout. So 1-1 the count, 1 out. Pitch high for the ball. Two balls. 1 strike the count. Pitcher looks in. Delivers. That one's outside. Belt high. That makes it 3 balls, 1 strike. Quinn at bat. That's again behind the catcher. The runner this time is able to take home plate. There's been time on a collision at home plate, so time has been called, and we will return to the action in just a moment. So new pitcher in the game here for the Clockers. First pitch called a strike. There was a collision at the plate, which led to the Clockers replacing their pitcher. Seemed to be a bit shaken up. That one's a ball in the dirt. So we have 2 outs, 1 ball and 1 strike. Nice take there by Sieber. Number 13, freshman Jake Sieber. Waits on the pitch. Hit down towards first. A roller picked up in fair territory. Touches the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. So on a little dribbler down towards first, Jake Sieber is thrown out. So now with the score 10-3, Lancers will head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Bottom of the 4th inning, first pitch in there for a strike. New pitcher on the mound for the Lancers, number 13. The former third baseman, freshman Jake Sieber, takes the hill with a 10-3 lead. That one's fastball in the dirt. Number 6 for the Clockers at bat, right-hander. Head coach for Ashland, coaching down at third. That's a swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by the freshman. Off-speed pitch called, 3rd strike, beautifully placed there. So outstanding off-speed pitch by the freshman Jake Sieber. Brings up the bat. Number 3 for Ashland. First pitch fouled straight back. Defense and what you would consider standard positions in the field. Seaver delivers. That's hit towards short. Picked up cleanly. Over to first in time for the out. So Thomas Tharp makes a great play at short. That's the second out here in the top of the fourth. Nice pitch called strike. No balls, one strike. That one's low. One ball, one strike. 2 outs. Hit towards left, deep, ranging back underneath it to make the play is the Lancers. So that's the third out of the inning. After 4.5, we have a score of 10-3, the Norton Lancers. So back on the mound is number 5 for the Clockers here halfway through the fourth. First pitch, ball high. At bat for the Lancers. Hits that one towards left field. Over to make the play, though, is number 4. So for the first out of the inning is sophomore Josh, number 24, brings up to the plate, number 7, Thomas Tharp. The pitch hit towards second base, makes the play. Over to first for the second out. Nice play there by Ashland. That brings up the starting pitcher, Alec Rich, number 9, sophomore left-hander. That one's high and outside. Catcher able to grab it. One ball, no strikes. 2 outs. Alec Rich swings on that one. Soft nubber down the third baseline, out of play. That's the second strike of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Waits on the pitch. That one's low. Ball 4. So the ump. Hold on, some question here on whether or not the ball hit the batter. Ump calling the batter back to the plate. So the batter is brought back to the plate to hit. Sorry, we can't put the replay up for you here, but it does appear as though the ball bounced first and then hit Rich in the leg. I believe that was the call by the umpire. And he takes this one, skies it towards short, high, underneath it for the out. Is number 2. So some questions there at the at-bat, but ultimately Rich hits the fly ball to the shortstop for the final out of the inning. The score remains 10-3 Lancers. So we're back to the action here. The freshman on the mound with the first pitch of the inning. In the dirt to the backstop, so 1 ball, no strikes. 12-3. Norton. Jake Seaver on the mound. Second pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes here. The rain is now coming down. Not quite torrential yet, but steady as that one's hit down towards the short. And he makes the play. Barp over to first. 19 now in the game. Coming from DH to first base. Makes that play. Up at bat now, number 5, the pitching substitution for the last 2 innings. Takes ball in the dirt. So 1 ball, no strikes. Clockers at bat. That one's a called strike there. The knees. Seaver delivers a bit low there. Looks in. That one's hit foul over towards us. Just misses the outstretched hand of our cameraman, Jamison Haig, as the fans run to grab the ball. That's an off-speed called strike 3. Beautiful pitch there by the freshman. Catches number 5. Looking. So he gets the backwards K for the second out of the inning. Brings up the bat, number 2. Players back into their positions. The first pitch, ball high. Over the head of the catcher to the backstop. That one slipped out of the hands of Seaver. Swing and a miss, number 2. Hard to lay off those high fastballs for these hitters. That one well placed by Seaver. Looks in again, called second strike. So since coming into the game, the freshman has made quick work of the visiting Clockers. Another strikeout there. So this one's swinging. And number 2 sent back to the dugout for the third out with the score 10-3 Lancers. Number 5 back on the mound for the Clockers here. Bottom of the fifth. That first pitch is a ball. Third inning here for number 5. Came in for the pitcher who ran into at a play at the plate. That one's called the ball. Looks like might have been a bit inside. At bat now for the Lancers. Owen Musto. Second baseman. Freshman. fouls that one straight back. Lands safely in front of the high school here. So Musto looks out. Count 3 balls, 1 strike. That's a swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. Nice pitch there by number 5. Chatter continues here at the field. That's a nice eye there by Owen Musto. The second baseman earns the walk. Brings up the now first baseman, former DH number 19, Matt Williams. Musto takes the lead at first. Pitcher looks over. Goes to the plate. That's a swing and a miss by Williams, sophomore. So the rain is holding off just enough for the student athletes to be able to continue on here. That's a ball in the dirt. Musto takes off a second and is in there safe. Earning the walk is the first baseman. So the bases are now have runners on first and second. No outs here. It's a ball low. Batter holds the runner at second. Smart play as the catcher was pretty quickly able to gather that one up down the third baseline. Would have been a short throw. That one swung on and missed. A little high off-speed pitch there. So the sophomore, Brady Bramwell, just into the game, looking to contribute to the JV squad here. Again, holds up the runner at second on the ball in the dirt. Bramwell waits on the pitch. Takes that one on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, first and second. No outs. That one, ball 4, hits the batter, so he's able to advance down to first. Brady Bramwell, the sophomore on base. Brings up the right fielder, Sean Clary, freshman. That one's called strike. The pitch, down low again. That one's a ball. So bases loaded here. No outs. Runners all lead. That one's hit foul ball down the third baseline. Off speed pitch. He was in front of that one. Runners off the bag. The pitch fouled up. And down the third baseline. The third baseman makes the out. on a nice play there. So we now have 1 out on the foul ball. That brings up, again, the top of the order with the sophomore, Adam DeRico. Number 11 golfs that one into center field, drops in there safely. 1 run in, second runner being sent around. 19 slides in safely, runner down to third. Outstanding hit there by DeRico. That ball was down and away, but he was able to golf it off the top of his shoes into center field for the 2 RBI hit. We now have runners on the corners. 1 out. And the score now 12-3. Lancers, number 2, Quinn Murphy, the freshman left fielder, at bat. Number 11 heads down to second. No one being held there. The infield was drawn in, and he shoots it through the gap in the drawn-in outfield for the RBI. So Quinn Murphy drives in the RBI, and that will be the end of the competition here as the Norton Lancers take a 10-run lead at 13-3, which by the athletic rules here ends the game. So the JV Norton Lancers improved to 5-2 on the season after a victory here against the Ashland Clockers. Again, this has been the NortonMediaCenter.org. Jameson Haig on camera, Mike Conard announcing. We'll see you at our next event.